To change the group seal in the shower on the Unic Rumba, you'll need the following tools: a flathead screwdriver, an 8mm drive socket, a lever to use with this drive socket, or you can use a ratchet lever to use with that same drive socket, a 6mm metric Allen key. If you can get one with a ball joint, that's even better, but a flat one will do, as long as it's 6mm and in metric, and a green scourer to clean up the area once you've got everything out and before you put the new things in. That's what your shower looks like, brand new shower for a Unic Rumba. The group seals come in two sizes. When you're taking it out, you need to establish whether you've got one without any O-rings or bevels on it, then you need to replace it with the same one. Or if you take it out and you find the old one has an indent at the top and an O-ring, then you need to replace it with the same configuration. The cover is held on by two screws. There's an outside one and there's an inside one. What we do is we loosen off the inside one. We don't have to take it out, we just loosen it off a bit, like so. And we can take out the outside one completely. I'll do that now. Out that comes. And then gently we pull down and pull the cover out so we can get access to the group head. The next thing we need to do is to remove the shower. So we take our 8mm drive socket and the lever, and going lefty-loosey, going to the left, we undo the shower screw that's holding the shower into the machine. That shower screw will come out like such, and then we should be able to just remove the shower out of the head. If it gets stuck, you can pry it off with a screwdriver. Okay. Be aware the disperser might come out. The disperser sits inside the group head. It might come out. If it doesn't come out, don't worry about it. But if it does come out, make sure you don't lose it. The next thing we're going to do is remove the bell head. To remove the bell head, which is this item here, we have two Allen keys, one on either side, which will be very tight. We take our 6mm Allen key and using the short end, put it in and undo these two Allen keys. One. It's one out. That's the second Allen key that's come out. Now to remove the bell head, we need to grab our double handle, put it in, and just lever the whole bell out of the machine like so. Sometimes the group seal will come out with the bell, sometimes the group seal will stay up there. Whichever way, we can just take it off there or take it out of the group head, out of the bell head. Before I go ahead, I'm going to give this group head a bit of a clean with a green scourer. Get it as clean as I can. Make sure there's no bits of rubber sticking on it and any bits of loose coffee. Don't have to overdo it, but a nice solid clean will be good as such. This particular group seal is a 10mm group seal, and I know that because there's no indent in it. It's solid on both sides, so I'll replace it with the exact same one, which is this group seal here. When you're turning it over, you can see one side is slightly wider than the other. We want the wide side to face down. We take our bell head with our handle still inside it, and we place the group seal back in the same way that it's going to go up. So basically with the wide side facing down. So holding the handle directly to the front with the two lugs on the side, with the seal inside there, I'm going to put the whole thing on in one piece and work it up with my hands as high as I can, all the time not losing the handle. And then I get the Allen keys in to the threads, and with my hands I tighten it, so that making sure that I'm not cross threading those Allen key bolts. And once they start to catch, then I can start coming up and bringing the bell head up higher and higher, and I do a little bit on each side. I don't go one side only, and what you can see is I'm bringing the bell head up towards the group head, and all the time the handle is keeping the seal from getting pushed down. It's pushing it up into its location right at the top. Okay. And I've started using the other side of the Allen key to go up. Once I can't go any higher with my without using too much power, I use the handle and just make sure that that seal is nice and tight at the top. Then I can take the handle out, and then I need to tighten these two Allen keys relatively tight so that they don't open up while we're driving the van. It needs to be tight that the vibrations won't open it up. So I'm giving quite good purchase on that, and I'm going righty-tighty to the right to tighten those two Allen keys. Once I've done that, I'll take my new shower, place the disperser in the shower with the flat side facing down, take the shower screw, push it through the middle of that, and then put that into its spot. Inside the machine, with my fingers, I'll tighten that shower screw, and once I can't do it anymore with my fingers, I'll take the drive socket in my hand and I will tweak it just by my fingers and not using the leverage to make it even tighter, and that's fine. Once we've done that, we can put the cover back on. To put the cover back on, as you remember, we left the one screw in, the inside screw is still in and it's loose, so we get that in first. We get the screw in, and once that's on, then very gently we put the cover back in over the bell head, making sure we don't push out the rubber gasket that surrounds the bell head, the bell head. And once that cover's in place, I can put the last screw in on the outside with my fingers, and then tighten both screws with a screwdriver, and we're finished. And that's it. When replacing a 9mm group seal, we need to remember that it has an O-ring that it comes with. This is the O-ring here. We need to make sure that we've removed the old O-ring from around the group head, and we're now going to put the new one in. We put that in before we do anything else. We just slip that on there. After that, we get our group seal ready, making sure that the indent in the group seal is facing up. If it's facing down, then the group seal will leak because of the O-ring there that's not sitting in its proper place. So basically the indent has to face up, and then we're going to put it on just like we did the 10mm, but we know now that we've got a 9mm O-ring sitting up in there. We're going to push it on as high as we can and get it get the lugs as close as we can to the top. When we are relatively close, again, we get our Allen key bolts in, and making sure we're using our fingers only so that we're not cross-threading. Once it grabs, we can start using the Allen key, and we need to bring the bell head up slowly on each side. We don't want to go one side only, it has to come up evenly. As you can see, I'm slowly closing the gap between the bell head and the group head, The bell head is the chrome, the group head is the brass. Okay. When I get to a point that I can't go any further, I take the handle and I make sure that the group seal is nice and tight towards the top. Then I remove the group handle and I continue to do the exact same thing without the group handle, bringing the bell head up slowly to the top. Once I can't go any further, I use the other side of the Allen key to get a little bit more purchase, and going to the right, we tighten that up so that it doesn't open up when the van is moving. When both sides are tight, I can now put the shower back in. The shower, the disperser, which sits with the flat side down. The shower screw sits through the middle of both of those, and then we put it in, finger tight as far as we can go, and then using the drive socket, 8mm drive socket, we go finger tight again as far as we can go.